Peace. Welcome back to the channel of stations, brothers and sisters. Back in time, yep. It's me, that guy, that positive guy, back on the slide. No reason to ask why. Brother Henry Hank, Soul Conscious, number 4400 or 4400. I'm so honored and humbled to have you all back with me. Peace and blessings to every man, woman, and child. Peace and blessings to all walks of life. Peace and blessings to my beloved melanated family and to all positive peoples, all cultures and races, regardless of background. Welcome back to your mini home away from home. If you're the type of person that feels that no one cares, you have nowhere else to go, consider this your mini home away from home. Feel free to come and visit as often as you like. Don't just limit yourself to the newer videos. Feel free to go back to all the older videos, the previous ones, even all the way back to my first one, which was the classic that jump-started this channel. I couldn't have made it this far without all of you. Special shout outs to everyone. Randy Burrows, Connie Lee, Kevin Kelly, East Dad, Spirit of Truth, and to Baraj Parat, my new Arab sister who subscribed to me, and all of my other supporters. I wish that I had time to thank you all individually, but I want to say that I appreciate, love, and respect each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your support. I'll continue to do the same as well. I like all you guys, love all you guys' channels and contents, and I thank you guys for supporting me back. And to all my other visitors, viewers, fans, those are new, old, in between, welcome back. Thank you all for your continued support. So let's get right into it. I'm back delivering this part 3 of the topic, Kevin Hart. I'm using this brother as a modern day example so we can intellectually discuss and debate in this mini video the controversial topic of polygamy or polygamy versus monogamy. Unfortunately, because everything that's been done to colonialize, condition, brainwash the minds of the people in America and around the world, and I'm not just talking about black, Latinos, and non-white people, but everybody. I mean, whether we choose to admit it or not, to be totally honest, every human being or every person, well, whether you can call yourself human, extraterrestrial, whatever term you want to use, all of us to some degree at some point in our life, if we've been on this earth long enough, has been conditioned to some degree. Sometimes it could be conditioned by the culture we grow up in, the faith or religion, whether we're atheist or not. Whatever it is, it could be the conditioning from the schools that we attended. But to some degree, whether big, little, or in between, all of us to some degree, and at least at some point in our life, has been conditioned to some degree. It's just a natural fact of life, a normal thing. And sometimes it could be good, sometimes it could be bad, sometimes it could be in between. Now, I'm not saying that it's mandatory that every single person have to have more than one wife or more than one husband. I'm not trying to put any guns to people's heads. I'm not, every person has to make a choice, but I think that every person should have the freedom or the privilege or the right, if they so choose, to keep polygamy as an option on the table. And when I look at the chaos and the confusion, the dysfunction, the backward society that we live in, when I was growing up, all the morals and values that we were taught, the rights and the wrongs, everything that they taught us back in the day that was wrong, now they trying to tell us that it's right. They trying to force transgenderism, lesbianism, gayism on our children in the schools, or at the very least influence it on them as early as middle school or earlier sometimes. They're trying to permit these people to adopt kids. And don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing or hating any of my gay, lesbian, transgender subscribers or viewers. I don't hate gay people or trans. I may not agree with that lifestyle for myself, but I don't hate anybody just because of their sexual orientation. But on the flip side of the coin, all that I'm trying to say is that they shouldn't have a right to adopt kids, because when you allow people like that to have kids, It's basically you're giving them the okay to unfairly impose their sexual preference or orientation onto that child. That's why me personally, I think that if gay and transgender people want to adopt, the federal or the government of whatever part of the world they live in should have like certain step program in place to train them to be a parent that they have to complete, like some type of orientation or course or workshop or something, to train them how to raise that child in a neutral way. I'm not saying that they should necessarily be stopped from having children, but I think that there should be at least some type of requirements that they should have to complete so that they're not unfairly imposing, their sexual preference or orientation onto that child. That child has the right to grow up and be able to make that choice for themselves without it being imposed on them too soon before the age 18 or 21. Me personally, I don't think they should be allowed to adopt children for various reasons. Not that I'm prejudiced, at least not under normals, unless they're like the type of gay or bisexual or transgender person or lesbian that's an exception to the rule. Maybe in the future, if I get a chance, I'll do a video explaining that more further. But at the very least, if you're going to give them the power to adopt, at least have some type of standards or training and courses in place. Our governments have become so corrupt and lazy, some of them, they don't even want to do that. And then when stuff happens to these kids after they're adopted by these people, they wonder why. But anyway, not to get off topic. So looking at our brother Kevin Hart's situation, he's a perfect example of why we should keep polygamy on the table. Remember, like I said previously in the other part, or part one, men, for the most part, of course, nothing's 100% hardly in life. You're going to have some exceptions here and there. But generally speaking, men are polygamous by nature, women are monogamous by nature. Of course, there are some exceptions because you do have people of both genders that do accept polygamy or prefer to have more than one partner. But for the most part, that's how it is, generally speaking, at least about if you want to go by the 60-40, 80-20 rule. Like I said, as long, I don't see anything wrong with a man or a woman having more than one wife or more than one husband, as long as they're honest and they let that person know up front, well, hey, I'm not a monogamous person, I choose to be polygamous. And as long as you're mature intellectually and financially mature enough and capable of juggling and managing more than one mate, and the children that you may choose to adopt or produce, if you want to include children down the road, I don't see any issue with that as long as it's being done in a mature, adult, and ethical way. Now, I'm not talking about being irresponsible, smashing and dashing, having kids out of wedlock, not taking care of none of that ratchet craziness. I'm talking about in a mature, adult, and intellectual way. But anyway, my brothers and sisters, this has been part 3. Maybe down the road I may do a volume 2, but I'm going to close this mini-series out. Feel free to email me privately, or if you choose, or if you want to speak to me publicly, let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you choose to, you can let me know what is your preference. Do you choose to be monogamous, polygamous, not sure yet? Or are you mostly monogamous like me, but do you still feel that you should have the right to keep polygamy on the table? I believe that given the shortage of good mates for both genders, that we definitely live in a time that we should keep polygamy as an option on the table. If you disagree, that's fine. But considering the fact that women outnumber men for the most part, and then also, this desktop has a mind of its own sometimes, and that also given the fact that, there's a shortage of quality men and women, of good men and women being able to find each other. If you have a good man or woman that's financially capable, that's intellectually and mentally mature enough to handle a relationship with more than one person, and as long as both sides are consenting, I don't see an issue with it, me personally. But like I said, let me know what you think. Always value everyone's perspectives if you so choose. Like, share, subscribe, keep in touch. Click the bell button to be notified of future videos. Please, here's the URL infos for all 3 of my channels. Please like, share, subscribe, spread the word. Support these brothers and sisters who are supporting me. This is an up-and-coming YouTube star right here. Our dear brother Randy Burroughs. He's always being positive, encouraging us in the comment section. Brother Kevin Kelly right here. Show some love, support, subscribe, and support that brother. Don't forget Sister Connie Lee. Support her. As well as East Dad, Spirit of Truth. My other brother, let me see my other brother as well, Mac or Kevin Parker. Hold on. Let's go to this brother real quick, because I got to shout this brother out. He's always showing me love in the comment section and everything. So also this brother too. Brother Cranston Cooper Jr. This brother's up and coming YouTube star too. You know, show some love to this brother. Support and subscribe to this brother's channel. You know, he's always supportive of me. I'm subscribed. You know, even if you don't like his stuff, you know, just click the subscribe button. It may, but you know, even if you don't like the brother's channel, somebody else will. But at the very least, subscribe, show some love. This brother's always being encouraging in the positive section. He's always, you know, saying nice things to me on on most or all of my channels. So show this brother some love, support this brother, and then don't forget, this is the URL info for my newest channel, Brighter Intel from Black Race Space Forums. So anyway, with that being said, peace and blessings. Remember, positivity over negativity. Think right, love right, live right, do right, reflect right. Click the bell button, be notified of future videos. Like, share, subscribe, spread the word. You have a positive course, program, endeavor. I'll do the same for you as well. Peace and blessings. Enjoy the smooth music as we cruise out. And I will catch you guys on the fly in the next one. Peace, 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 peace.